Hello one, hello all. Sim Reaper here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Calmlands. I've been wanting to do a series on this map for some time and I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it, and I've eventually come to the decision. So it's going to be normal difficulty. That's what we're going to keep it on. There'll be no leasing and there will be no loans. So I'm going to have to be careful with the money. And yeah, they're pretty much the only restrictions as well. Oh, also I've turned the dirt off just because, well, I'm weird. So yeah, this is Camlands on new farmer mode. So we got house, we've got some seeds and fertilizer and lime back there. We have a mower, plough. We have a good sized seeder that cultivates as well. We've got two tractors, trailer and a harvester. And we start off with a single field down here which has oats. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to harvest these oats. Then after we've harvested these oats, we're going to create another field here. One thing I will do is I will buy myself a chainsaw, because I'm going to have to get rid of some of these trees. There we go. It doesn't make sense to keep them there if they're in the way. And then this one. Yeah, that should be alright, because I can just turn there. Now, first thing I'm going to do after that, before we even do the harvesting, is I want to swap out the plough, because I just don't like the stock ploughs. I never really have. So we're going to take it up to the store. We're going to sell it and buy a different one. Now there is one that I like. I mean, I'm not going to buy my favourite, because that's what, 88,000 I think it costs. But we are going to get a fixed plough. So let's go and get that. Ooh, sorry dude. It's a bit went flying up to the shop. I mean, I could go the short way and go up the fields, but you wouldn't do that in real life. I mean, where's the fun in that? I'm not in any rush. But yeah. If you like what you see, please drop a like, because it will really help the channel. And if you really like what you see, please feel free to subscribe, because that will also really help the channel. Bit of a shameless plug-in. Hey, gotta do it at some point. Okay, so we're coming into the store. Let's go drop this off in the box. So, no, I don't want to repaint it, I'll just sell it. and then I want this plough. We'll go Chisels Modern. It's a little wide, so we're going to have to be careful driving it back. Well, that's what the beacons are for. And we'll just add to that by putting on the hazards. Quick sip of coffee. Just gotta be cautious when someone's coming up towards me. That won't be too much of an issue. But we've got the plough, so once we get back we can put the plough away for the time being, get started on the harvesting, because it's not going to do itself. Let's pop this in. Well, I'm actually just going to have to go around here. I think it'll fit in there. That'll do. Right, so we're going to need a trailer to empty. Turn off beacons. Let's pull this out ready. Okie dokie. So let's grab our harvester and get busy. So one of the things I'm mainly going to utilise in this playthrough is probably going to be the second-hand store. Just simply because you can get some really nice deals at the second-hand store. Okie dokie. Harvester ready to. Let's get going. Oh, I forgot to turn off the swap. Got nothing to pick it up, so. I mean, actually, I don't want to waste money. I do have a nice forager wagon mod. It's relatively cheap, but its capacity is pretty bad. Because I'm not leasing and I'm not getting any loans, I'm going to have to be careful with it. I've got what I need to plough and seed. I'm still going to need a way to fertilise my lime in order to get the maximum output out of these fields. I also need to buy the soil samples, so I'll do that after this is done. Of course, for the next round I will have 2 fields now. There's several ways that I can go about this. I mean, the easiest way would be to sell the harvester and go for silage, but I always do that. It's just a little boring. So I want to try and see if I can go through this playthrough without selling any silage at all. So no loans, no leasing, no silage, no selling silage, just to be precise, because obviously at some point I'm going to have cattle and I'll need silage to feed them. But this is going to take a while, so I'll be back when the harvesting is finished. Alright, so there's something about this map that's actually quite unique. It's not something I've seen on many other maps, and that is there's no silo. So there's nowhere for me to store my grain. Now I've really got 2 choices in the matter. I can either buy a silo, the cheapest one I can possibly can, or just sell the grain now. Now I'm not going to get top price for the grain as it is. Unfortunately, because what day? It's normally before the harvest, like a couple of months before a harvest, when a grain is at its highest price for sale. But we'll have a look. So it's oats we're currently running now. So they're buying it at 14.56 and it's normally 2,000, so you know we're losing £500 per 1,000 litre. Which is, you know, kind of annoying. But unfortunately that's just the way it is. Unless I've got a cheap silo I can put down that I can store it in. To be honest, I could just leave it in the trailer. I mean, I'm not going to use the trailer for anything else anyway. So I think I'll just leave it in the trailer until the price improves. Well, that is the harvest done. I didn't even need to unload the harvester, which was surprising. So let's get this back on its trailer. Oh dear. Oh, that's... yeah, that, oh, there you go. Yes, for some reason some of the trailers will automatically put it in the right position. But not all of them. Okie dokie. Either way, we're going to get this put away. That'll do. Let's get that pipe out. And then hopefully I can reverse that trailer in, because it's a dual axle and I'm really bad at reversing dual axle trailers. Alrighty then. Let's get this harvester put away. Okay. And now this back in there. And if it had a cover on it, it wouldn't bother me. I'd just park it somewhere. But it bugs me if it's because it's not got cover on it. I'll do. Okay, okay. So let's go grab the plough. And then it's time to get started. First we'll plough our current field, because that's going to need ploughing, as far as I'm aware. Oh, that reminds me, what can we actually plant? So we can plant canola, and if we wait a month we can go for wheat and barley, but I really want to plant oats, so I'm probably just going to wait for until March to plant. But we can get the fields prepped, because why not? Let's make sure this needs ploughing first. Yes, definitely needs ploughing. Alrighty then. Yeah, I definitely prefer these fixed type ploughs rather than the diagonal ones that are stock. It's not that they're bad machinery, they're not. It's just I really suck with them. And that's just the way it is. I have the option of using one that I don't suck with and one that doesn't frustrate the hell out of me, so that's what I choose to do. Now this plough is available on the mod hub. I try to avoid third-party mods if I can help it. Although I may start using one or two at some point. There is a very nice plough that I want to get my hands on. It's a lizard plough. It's a nice mod. So I will be looking into that at some point. but for the moment, this one will do. It's a nice little plough. But I've already got a basic plan in my mind on how I'm going to get this started. Um, Pretty similar to how I did it on my single player playthrough. Obviously I've deleted that because there's no point playing the same map twice and it doesn't make sense to me. At the same time, I mean, obviously if I play it through and then I decide I want to play it differently, I will. But for the time being, I haven't decided what I'm going to do about the collectibles yet. I mean, I could collect them and get rid of the money, or I could collect them and then use the money to buy more land, but no equipment. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I don't want to buy any equipment with any money from anything other than what I've earned through crops and stuff. So I'm thinking at some point I'll probably just get all the collectibles and use all the money from the collectibles on getting farmland, just so I can expand my fields and just make the start a little bit more interesting. But obviously I'm not going to be buying any equipment with it, so I'm still going to have to be careful, and I won't like carry any of the excess through. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting all the collectibles, buy as much farmland as I can. Obviously, say for example at the moment I'm at 107,313. I'll get all the collectibles, make sure I don't fall below that number, and then whatever excess I'll remove, so that I'm not using any of the collectibles money on equipment or anything like that, just purely on farmland, just to get us started a little bit. But like I said, it's either that or the third option, and it's the simplest one, is to just not touch them. But like I said, I'm not quite decided yet. Although getting them in order to buy farmland does sound quite appealing. It'll just expand what I can do, basically. And that's the general idea. But either way, I'll bring you back once this field is finished. It's going to take a little bit of time, and then we can get started on our new field. Alrighty then, so we got the last little bit. And that would be one ploughed field. Awesome. Right, so the trick is now to start our next field. And it's going to be just over here where this grass is. That should be more than enough space to start from. give the road plenty of leeway. You don't want to get too close to any trees, because I always seem to get stuck on them when I'm using large equipment. So eventually, that should be enough. I'll try and get this as straight as possible, and then head down. Well, head east on the map, but we're heading downhill, so that's why I said down. There we go. You have to forgive me, I like my straight lines if I can do it. Yeah, that'll be enough. If I keep going back, I'm never going to get this done. So, with the money we've got right now, I could probably expand. But the problem is, in order to expand this field, which is what I want to do, and oh, I could put a lot, I can make that a lot bigger actually. I need to buy this here, so I've got all this area, and then this here. So that's what, that's 70, and that's 184, so that's what, 250, 260. Right, let's go expand this field a bit more. Take a little bit to update, but that should give us a little bit more. I mean, eventually, all this is going to be one big field, so that is going to be the first goal. You know, I think what I might do, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Right, so I'm going to go grab a few collectibles until I've got enough to get this farmland. Alrighty then, so as you can see, we now own all three, and I'm basically going to turn all this into just one big field. I will do that off screen because it's going to take a while. However, one thing we need to do right now, I think it was 107351. If I'm wrong, please feel free to say so, and I can always adjust it. Alrighty. So, I will see you when this is done. Alrighty, so the outline for the field is complete. As you can see, that is going to be our second field. I will do the rest of it off camera, so that next episode we can start on our seeding. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will catch you again next time.